Rightio, here we go. Part 3. Agamemnon. He would have not have allowed me to declaim in the porticus, in the colonnade, for more longer than he would have sweated himself in the school. But he would have inquired, he would have said, young man, adolescent, since you have a sermon, since you have words which are not of the public taste, which is very rare, you have a good mind, and I'm not going to defraud you by keeping this art secret or something like that. This looks like, what's his name, Peculiar's version, starts with a Buccher. Other versions have got a C clause here, an if clause. Anyway, it looks like obviously doctors are doing wrong in these exertations and these exercises, whom they are with the insane furing being mad. Looks like necessarily this is what they're doing. The teachers are being insane, as Agamemnon is teaching here, so it's fictitious. For unless they say, they dixerent, the things which the adolescents approve of, things which they want to hear, as Cicero says, they'll be left soli, alone, from this plural here, in the schools. Sicut, just as the ficti adulators, these fictitious flatterers, which you see in things like Plautus, I guess, when they take dinners of the rich. So they're captanting them, they're devising ways to eat at the tables of rich people. Nothing prior do they meditate than this, which they think will ingratiate them, will give them influence to the listeners. This goes with this head verb here of thinking. For nothing different will they obtain, for no other way will they obtain what they seek, unless they make for ears of the hearers certain ambuscades, ambushes. They're using flattering words which will be pleasing to the ears. Thus, the teacher of eloquence, the magister, unless he is just as a piscator, unless he's just as a fisherman, or a fisher of men, and he imposes some bait on his hook, which he skirets, which he knows will be appetizing for the little fish, without any hope of any booty or fish, I'm guessing, he will be dwelling on his rock. A fisherman fishing off a rock with some bait to catch hooks. That's just as these flatterers trying to fish for meals of the rich. 4. Quid ergo est? So what then? The parents are worthy in these castigations, who they don't want their children to have the benefit of these severe laws or restrictions or conditions. For firstly, as they do in everything, they give hope also of ambitions to the suas, to their children. Deinde cum. Then, when they are proparanting, they are hastened to these wishes, who is yet or still crude in his studies, they impel or force into the forum, these are young schoolboys, and eloquence, some blah blah blah, what do we call that, anyway, they endure. So they dress them in eloquence for these young boys, which there is nothing greater, they confess. So it's a little a clause inside of it, to these boys who are still nascent, they're still freshly born. So they put this task of eloquence on them. And yeah, they confess there's nothing greater than eloquence. Quodsi, but if they would suffer or allow this labour of the step to happen, if they're this laborious advancing or something you might want to say, that they could settle the minds with precepts of sapientia, of wisdom, what have we got? That with an atrocious pen, I think they translated that as relentless pen, they could effodor it. They could dig out the right words. Another ut here, so that what they wanted to imitate, they would hear. It's got to be a typo. They would listen for a long time for what they wanted to imitate. They would hear, so they could be persuaded that for themselves there would be nothing magnificent which would be pleasing to the boys. So I guess there's a lot of criticism here that no matter what's pleasing to them, it's nothing's great. Another up here with nihil again. Okay, Daily Dictionary for atrox. Probably means severe, the severe pen. Let's really see relentless in there. Lewis and Short. We've got things like always gloomy and severe again. Atrocissimus letters. Okay, so there's also violent. So you can put whatever the hell you want there, really. Nunc. Now the boys play in school. The young men are ridiculed in the forum, I guess because they don't know enough. And what is even terpious, what's even more fouler than each of these things, is that each boy he has learnt wrongly, paperum, which he doesn't want to confess in his senectitude, in his old age. Sed ne me putes, but lest you think me improbasi, obviously that's in a bad sense, that this skeduium, which is a thing put together quickly, which can be a raft that you put together or a poem that you put together, that you think that these quickly put together things of the humbleness of Lucilian, this is another poet, what I'm thinking, I'll create into a carmine itself. If someone is ambitious of the severe arts, effectus, and he applies his mind to great things, prior he should polish his mores of frugality with exacte lege, with some sort of true law or the real thing. Okay, so as you can see, this is poetry. Nor should he care for this grimness of the palace with its high face or with its bearing. Was a client captaining, he's vying for the dinners of the impotentium, that's powerful here. Neither when he's looks like he's led into a feast here, should be overcome with wine. He's led here with the people who are lost, you might want to say. Doesn't want to overwhelm the heat of his mind with the wine. Nor should be someone applauding when he's at the not the opera, but in a place where there's a stage play, where he'll sit, having bought. There's a couple of variations here. There's rictus and nutus here. Anyway, Histrionian is a actor, so he's sitting here and he's bought an actor doing his grinning and grimacing on the stage. Anyway, that'll do for the day.